Hey guys, welcome to today's Vehicle Visionary. Today my friends at Holmes Honda here in Shreveport, Louisiana have loaned me this 2020 Rally Red with black interior Honda Civic Coupe for the day. And out of the multiple trim levels available, we're going to take a look at the Sport trim level. But if there's another trim level of the Civic Coupe you would like to see me feature in a future video, make sure to tell me down in the comments, and I will make sure to do everything I can to make that happen for you. For 2020, the Civic Coupe does not have any significant changes, but what you will find is a very reasonable price tag ranging between roughly $20,000 to $27,000. This particular model comes in just a little under $24,000 and gets great fuel economy out of its 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. It has a roomy cabin and a comfortable ride, in addition to multiple standard safety features. Here under the hood of this particular model is the 2-liter 4-cylinder. It puts out 158 horsepower and the torque comes in at 138. It's mated to a continuously variable speed transmission, or what is known as a shiftless transmission. The gas mileage comes in at an impressive 29 miles per gallon in the city and 36 out on the highway. The overall styling of the Civic Sport Coupe is rather sporty looking, especially with the exterior color on this particular model. And I realize red isn't necessarily for everybody, but I do like the color red, and I think it sets this car off nicely. Tell me what your favorite color would be on the Civic Coupe down in the comments. Now, let's talk a little bit about cargo space. It ranges between 11.9 cubic feet and 12.1 cubic feet. And if you want to really maximize your cargo space just beyond the rear trunk here, well, there's 2 latches on each side that you can pull on here in the trunk itself that allow you to lower the rear seats down, and that way you can maximize your cargo space. You will also find the back seat is somewhat roomy for a coupe like this. Not necessarily an overabundance of space in the rear seats, but a lot more than what I've seen in some other vehicles. And here is something based on previous videos that I've done that a lot of you will definitely like if this is something you plan to pick up maybe for 2020. There is a spare tire found here in the trunk. So definitely good news there. You don't have to worry about that little repair kit that comes with some of the other Honda vehicles. Not necessarily a bad thing, but I know a lot of people prefer the safety and security of that spare tire. All right, guys, let's do a quick little tour of the interior of the Civic Coupe. And it is nice here. It has kind of a racy feel to it. But you do have a sport mode if you wish to drive in sport mode. It does wake the car up a little bit. You'll notice some changes there for sure. The instrument cluster has a nice sporty look to it. It's simple, but yet when you turn the car on, I like the way the instrument cluster kind of lights up and just the overall graphics of what you get to see as it's turning on. Everything very easy to see, read, and navigate. You do have steering wheel mounted controls here that control a multitude of functions. Of course, like I said earlier, you have several different standard safety features, and I'll list those on the screen for you. And you can turn all of those on and off. There's a couple of different places to do that here in the interior, including on the steering wheel and to the left of the steering wheel as well. Of course, you have the Honda infotainment screen right here, and I've said this in all my Honda videos, but it is so simple to use. And you have a lot of great features here. You can pair your phone, you have all that good stuff here. Audio, information, settings that you can just control quite a bit here. I'm not going to go through all of that in today's video, but tell me in the comments if y'all want me to do a infotainment system only video and just go through everything and show you how to use everything. It's very simple, to say the very least. Automatic climate control here, it's not dual zone, but that is okay because you really don't need it in this particular size of interior. You also have a USB connection and a 12-volt outlet here on the dashboard as well, or just above the center console, I should say, right under the infotainment screen and air conditioning controls. And a nice sporty looking shifter. You do have econ mode if you wish to drive in that, brake hold mode, and an electronic parking brake. Of course, brake hold mode, if you haven't used that before, just allows you to come to a complete stop. And when you take your foot off the brake, the car isn't going to move until you touch the gas pedal again. Can come in handy when you're in a lot of stop and go traffic. One thing I would like to cover real quick here that I think is noteworthy is the center console. You have two cup holders here, and then you can actually move the console cover itself back and forth. It kind of gives you a little bit of an armrest right there when you're driving, and there is a reasonable amount of space in the console itself. But the main thing I want to show here, let's say that you have something that is too large to fit in these two cup holders. Well, you can slide those back, revealing a much larger cup holder underneath. Depending on what you have, that might be a very useful option. It's pretty amazing that you can have as much fun with 158 horsepower as you can have with this Civic Coupe Sport. It is a lot of fun to drive, and it may not be the fastest accelerating thing on the road, but the way it handles definitely makes driving this particular model of Civic a lot of fun. And the price isn't too bad, especially in this day and age, considering all of the features and options that come with this model of Civic. I'd like to thank my friends at Holmes Honda for loaning me this Civic Coupe Sport for the day, and all of you for being kind enough to take the time to watch. I greatly appreciate your support of Vehicle Visionary, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.